Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm in a different setup. Today I'm in Ellie's room as I've got Claire in our room asleep, so I just wanted to keep her asleep for as long as I could. So I've got little Ellie with me and I have my coffee. So yes, anyway, mummy brain, what I was saying, but yes, I've got my coffee, so that's going to keep me going. I thought I would do a join, it's going to be a long one, a joint video of my 3 to 4 week postpartum, and also to give everyone the rundown on what happened with Claire and a bit of a health scare. My weight, I feel, has plateaued a bit now. It's kind of reached that point where I've lost the baby weight, and now the rest is up to me to lose. So I feel breastfeeding has really helped keep that weight at a good plateau level. I'm just going to try my hardest to really focus on some more healthy eating, and I know I'll be running around after Ellie as well and looking after Claire, so I feel at the moment that will be my exercise. I've not weighed myself either, so I really don't know how much I weigh. Towards the end of the pregnancy I ended up losing weight, which I did mention in my vlogs, I'm pretty sure. So I actually only put on 2 kilos. That's including the weight that I ended up losing. So I think I put on maybe 5, 6 kilos, maximum 6 I think, and then I ended up losing 4. So yeah, I only ended up putting on 2 kilos in the end. I'm not really one to weigh myself either. I don't want to go by numbers. I just would rather go how I feel comfortable, how I look, and so yeah, if I'm comfortable with how I feel, then I won't do scales or anything like that. My blood loss has really settled down now, so that's basically gone, which is great, because I'm breastfeeding and I want to breastfeed for at least, you know, maybe 4 months, 5 months before I go back to work. So yeah, I'm not sure what happens with getting my period back, because with Ellie she was on formula full-time by 4 weeks old. So I'm not really sure what to expect this time around. Still have the line that goes down my tummy, that's still there. The pigmented line, I know that can hang around though for a little while, so that's still going. I feel like that I've lost all my fluid now. That was such a crazy feeling, knowing how much fluid I actually was carrying, and then once you have your baby, oh my gosh, I can feel my jaw again, and my fingers look so much back to normal. They don't look puffy and they're not sore, and I can wear my ring again, which is really, really good. So that's really what's happening. I have picked up my thirst though and my appetite a fair bit, and I'm putting that down to breastfeeding. Yeah, I presume that's what happens when you breastfeed exclusively, that you gain more of a thirst and a hunger. So if that is the case, let me know in the comments down below. So I'll get on to now Claire's health scare. As I did say in the 1 to 2 week postpartum video, she did go into special care for her jaundice, so her bilirubin levels were high, so she had about 3 days phototherapy, and she ended up having triple lights. So once the triple lights happened, levels started going down, and then they just removed light by light until it was just 1 light left, and she was all good. The hospital discharged Claire from the nursery, and then she stayed up in my room in the maternity ward for a couple of nights. I think it was 2 or 3 nights. She ended up being with me. Okay, I'm back. I have Claire with me now. So Claire came out of special care, and they wanted to keep us in the hospital as on the Monday they wanted her to have a liver scan and more bloods. I've got both kids with me now. Oh dear. So the Monday came and we did the liver scan, and I still really wasn't sure what they were even looking for. They just said that they were looking for, they just said that they were looking to see if there was any blocked ducts, basically. So but when they mentioned liver, that did start to ring alarm bells with me, but again, I wasn't really sure, so I wasn't even going to look into it too much. You know, I didn't want to unnecessarily worry, but it's so hard not to worry, especially when it involves your children. Monday came, the scan was fine, thank goodness it was an ultrasound, so that was great, so that relieved a lot of worry for all of us. Then basically that following night we went home, so that was day 6, and have a follow-up blood test a few days after that, and then go back to the hospital to work out what our next plan is. So we got the bloods done, and then we saw the hospital, and they said, look, her levels aren't really dropping. They needed to speak to a big children's hospital in Sydney to work out if they wanted to see Claire, which they ended up did want to see her sooner rather than later. So we then went down to this children's hospital in Sydney, and we stayed overnight. So they didn't do anything the day that we got down there, but the next day she was having a scan called Decider. It's, for anyone that's interested, it's spelled D-I-S-I-D-A. So again, I wasn't really sure what that scan involved. We weren't really told much, but basically they inject a little bit of radiation, oh Bubba, into the child, and then they put some dye in there, as well. So she had the Decider scan, and that went for about 60 minutes. Now they did actually, the morning of the scan, they did, the paediatricians came in, or the gastro team, sorry, came in, and they said, look, what we're looking for is a condition called biliary atresia. I was oblivious to what the condition was. I was just like, oh, okay, you know, that's, yep. I didn't want to Google anything. But now knowing what the condition is, it's not a good one at all. Thank goodness I didn't Google what it was before the scan. So it's quite complicated. It would have involved an operation. Then basically if all else fails with the operation, then there would need to be a liver transplant. It basically is... I will Google a link to explain it because I don't want to give any incorrect information. I'll have that link down below that it'll describe, that it'll just explain what the condition is, what the procedures are, what the outcome is, etc. I did this Decider scan, and the technicians said, look, it actually, from their end, looks good. Her gallbladder was working, liver working, bowel was doing what it should be doing, so oh, that was a massive relief. And then she had to get about 8 vials of blood taken, which was painful to watch, and I can only imagine what it would have been like for poor Claire. So they did want to have an ultrasound booked as well that afternoon. We had a few hours to spare, so I thought, look, I'll just go in and have a nap. And then my husband came into the room I was in sleeping, and it just felt like a dream. He said, oh, the ultrasound's cancelled, and I just thought, oh, what a pain, how annoying. You know, we're going to have to stay down here another night, etc. But it was good news. They said that everything looked fine. She is perfectly normal, which is the words they use. She's perfectly normal, and we won't need to have a follow-up with the hospital, and we could go home. And it was so quick and sudden like that. It's like, wow, like we could have been dealing with something very tragic, but we were so blessed that we got such a good result. So that was amazing, and a massive relief for the family, for our family as well. So we are doing some repeat bloods just to make sure her levels are staying down. Her jaundice is gone, but they just, you know, I'm glad that they're just wanting to check on her. And we also have a hip scan as well. So that is about it, I think. If anyone has any questions regarding our experience that we went through, please let me know in the comments down below, or any of my social media, which all of the links are also down in the description box. I may have missed something, so if I haven't covered anything thoroughly enough, also just let me know. Claire with me still, so I will show you quickly. So here she is. She's put on a nice amount of weight, haven't you? I never know if I've got her in frame, so so she's now, I think the nurse said, 4,130 grams. So I think she's at least definitely 4 kilos now. So yeah, so she's putting on weight, which is wonderful. Her length as well, and her head circumference she's also gained as well, which is great. So she is absolutely thriving. If anyone has any suggestions on a type of video you'd like me to do, also let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.